So today's video is going to be something a little bit more different, I guess. A little bit more personal. I'm going to be speaking about boob jobs, basically. Also quickly, I don't want any misunderstanding with this video. I'm in no way convincing girls to get boobs done. It's literally just a video for people who are already considering it, just to help them out basically. So yeah, don't get the wrong idea of this video. No one needs their boobs done. When I had my surgery almost a year ago now, I had so many people messaging me on Instagram asking for so much advice and just like tips and everything. So I thought it'd be helpful to do this kind of video because I know it's something a lot of girls get done. So I just wanted to start the video off saying where I went for my boob job. So I went with the hospital group and I went with surgeon Michael Payne. So the reason I had gone to this place and this surgeon was because my family already knew people who had been with him before and they said he was like amazing. So I was like, why not? I didn't go for any other consultations anywhere else. I literally stuck to this one guy because I guess I just kind of trusted him. I don't know. In the consultation, he just made me feel really comfortable and I was like more than sure I wanted to go with him from the very beginning anyway, so I didn't even bother looking anywhere else. So in the consultation, they basically just ask you what like kind of look you want to achieve kind of thing. So I went from like an AB cup to a C cup. I went the biggest size that my surgeon would let me go. He's pretty good because like he knew what would suit me. He wouldn't let me go bigger than what he recommended, and I know some surgeons just don't care. They'll literally just do what you ask because they don't care if you look stupid or not. But because I'm so small and I have such a small frame, he was like, I'm not gonna let you go any bigger than this. So I was like, okay, fine, that's fine with me, because I didn't really want to go too big anyway. I just wanted something there, if you know what I mean. I wanted to feel like a gal. He'll also tell you whether you should have your implants behind or in front of the muscle. So I went behind only because I was quite small, flat-chested before, so if I had them on top you could really see my implants. Most of the time they do convince you to go under the muscle. I guess the only time you would go over the muscle is if you had quite big boobs anyway, so it wouldn't really matter. If you're part of the itty bitty titty committee, then they're probably going to suggest that you go under the muscle. This procedure also cost me £4,000, so most people would say that is probably average price, so if anything on the cheaper side. The company I went with, you can do a finance option with them, but I didn't do that only because I wasn't old enough. I had to be 21 and I was 20 at the time. So a very popular question that I got asked was it painful? Not everyone reacts the same way after surgery, so depending on the person, you might find it a lot more painful than others. Me personally, I don't even know where to begin. The surgery literally went completely well. Nothing went wrong afterwards. No infections, no problems whatsoever. However, I feel like the recovery period for me took a very long time. I swear some people are literally just nuts, because some girls were literally going back to the gym after like 2 months and I'm there like... I found that mine were quite painful for quite a while after. I don't know if it's because I was quite flat-chested in the first place that it kind of felt a bit harsher on my boobs. I don't know if it's different for people who have bigger boobs or what. For me, it took a while to get over the pain. I was really like edgy if anyone went near them, like I was constantly like just covering up. I thought personally the stitching was one of the worst things ever. I guess I just can't deal with pain. I'm shit with stuff like that. I found that the stitching was pretty painful, I'm not gonna lie. It took about 4 or 5 weeks to completely heal. The stitching that my surgeon used was the dissolvable one, so luckily I didn't have to go back to get them taken out. I was like, thank. The first day of your surgery you don't really feel much pain, and I would probably say the same for the second day, only because I think you're so high on meds that you literally just don't really feel anything. And then once I got home a couple days later, that is when it kicked in. Oh my god. You are on quite a lot of medication, mainly for the first 2 weeks, and then you stop. You can be prescribed more if you wish, but yeah, I only did mine for 2 weeks. So I was on like cocodamol, a paracetamol, and then like another one, I can't remember what it's called, but you literally take like 12 tablets a day. You do feel pretty sick after you've taken that many meds, so you do get ill quite a bit. But you also lose your appetite, unfortunately, gals. You're gonna be losing a bit of weight. I didn't lose too much weight, thank God. I probably lost like 1 or 2 kilos. But yeah, I literally wasn't in the mood to eat at all. But then again, I'm not a big eater, so I don't know if that was just me personally. But I got quite sick on it. I was literally physically sick, and I just wasn't into my food. I lost my appetite completely. So basically, just breathing is probably one of the hardest things you can do after a boob job, only because they're just so like, so obviously your body's not used to it yet. You just have this massive weight like pushing into your chest and you literally just can't breathe properly. I probably had that for about a week or two. Another thing I need to warn you guys about is sneezing. Oh my god. If you get your boobs done and you sneeze, you're in for hell. I tell you, it's awful. Honestly, you can't imagine a sneeze being as painful as to when you have your boobs done, basically. But yeah, it's literally just like any coughing, breathing, it literally kills. Also, after you get them done, you can't really like lift your arms up or back. So it took me about 6 weeks till I could finally go like that. So be warned that you can't really do a lot of lifting straight after your boob job. However, again, some people have literally gone into lifting things, lifting their kids, lifting weights literally like a month after, whereas it took me 6 weeks to even put my arms like above my head, literally like that. Again, like I said, everyone's different. You might not react the same way as I did. I don't think I was being over dramatic. I legit couldn't get them up like that. It was literally stuck like here. I took 2 weeks off work. I only planned on taking 10 days off, but I had to take a few more days because I literally just couldn't even drive. I tried driving at 10 days and I couldn't lift my arms up properly, and when I did, it was way too painful to like put myself through. So I was like, oh, this isn't worth it. So I just left it and then took a few more days off work and then went back, and I still couldn't really do everything. That was with like a lot of help. So if you have a very, very active job, I have an active job because I work in a gym, but if you're lifting things constantly and climbing or literally anything like that, you're not really going to be able to do it. So you probably want to take a bit more time off. So the time it took me to fully recover was probably about, I don't know, it just depends on the situation. I'd probably say with my training, it took me quite a while to get back into it, because like training things like back where you're constantly like wide grip, it makes your boobs tense and it's quite strange. It's not a really nice feeling. You've got to really get used to it. My training took for me quite a while to get back into, probably about 5 months, 6 months, where I was really comfortable literally just doing anything. So if you're about to compete like anytime soon after your surgery, you're probably not going to want to compete. So just a pre-warning. So yeah, my training basically stopped for quite a while. I still did light training. Even when I couldn't lift my arms properly, I'd do a lot of leg stuff, but like on machines or using like resistant bands and stuff like that. I literally just didn't do any upper body. Also, till this day, I don't train chest, only because I'm not really bothered as a female anyway, personally. And some people get problems when they train chest after having a boob job, because sometimes they push outwards and then you have to have another surgery to have them repositioned and stuff, and I just don't personally think it's worth the risk. So that's why I don't train it personally. But again, it's up to you. It doesn't happen to everyone. So I am actually, it's April now, I got them done last June, so I'm literally 2 months away from my boobversary. My scars are still there, so they go from under here, under the boob. I know like it is possible to go like under your armpit, or I don't actually know if the nipples is one or if that's like just a boob reduction, I'm not sure, but I know you can go like through the armpit, under here. My surgeon goes from under here. The scarring I have now is not too visible. It's calmed down a lot. Like at first they're like literally bright purple, but now it's like a faded purple, if that makes sense. I've seen other girls' scars before and they're literally like completely gone, and it's like, wow, I didn't even know that they like disappear that good. So I'm not really worried about scars either, though. I know some girls don't really like scars and stuff, but me personally, I don't really care. They're healing very well, so I'm happy with how they are. Also, you can't go in a sunbed for quite a while because the skin's such a sensitive area at the time. It can cause a lot of burn and damage to like the stitching, or it will make the scarring a lot worse if you're in sunbeds and in the sun. So be warned to cover up and stuff. So just a warning for you gals who love the sunbeds like I do. Was it worth it? Yeah, it was really worth it. Literally, this is something I've always known I wanted. I literally do not regret a thing, because I don't know, I'm happy with them. I'm happy with my shape now, and considering I'm into gym, if you're quite flat chested, you sometimes feel a bit manly, like if you're quite big shoulders or a wider frame up here, you do feel really flat here and you're like, oh my god. So sometimes some girls, and it is very common, that you do want boobs to make you feel a bit more feminine, and that's completely okay. If it's something you want to do, then do it. Don't let people make you feel bad about wanting one, because it's your body and you literally just do whatever you want to it. So, and if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. So I really hope this video helps you guys. I think I covered everything. I've got a list here and I'm literally just reading like the kind of questions off it. If you have any more questions, do hit me up and I'll get back to you. But I'm pretty sure I covered most of the questions on there. That's all for now, and I'll see you in the next one.
You gotta go when you're angry and out on my honesty. You know I try, but I don't do too well with apologies. I hope I don't run out of time, cause someone call a referee. Cause I just need one more shot, have forgiveness. I know you know that I made those mistakes maybe once or twice. And by once or twice, I mean maybe a couple of 100 times. So let me redeem on myself tonight. Cause I just need one more shot, second chances. Is it too late now to say sorry? Cause I'm missing more than just your body. Oh, is it too late now to say sorry? Yeah, I know that I let you down. Is it too late to say sorry now? Sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry. I know that I let you down. Is it too late to say sorry now? Sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry. I know that I let you down. Is it too late to say sorry now? Sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry. I know that I let you down. Is it too late to say sorry now? I know you know that I made those mistakes maybe once or twice. And by once or twice, I mean maybe a couple of 100 times. So let me redeem on myself tonight. Cause I just need one more shot, second chances.